Now, Talk Real Estate with Sharon McNamara, sponsored by Boston Connect Real Estate Services.
Hi, I'm your host, Sharon McNamara, and you are listening to Talk Real Estate Roundtable. Let me share a little bit about my background before we get started. I am the broker-owner of Boston Connect Real Estate, a boutique firm that is home to over 30 real estate sales and marketing agents who service home buyers and home sellers throughout Boston, the South Shore, the South Coast, and Cape Cod. Our firm takes pride in assisting our clients in the next chapter of their lives by taking a holistic approach to their real estate endeavors. We believe that every move should be a moving experience. Every week, my co-host Melissa Wallace and I will provide you with my team's unique marketing approach to selling homes and share with you our expertise in navigating the home buying process. We value the experience of our agents at Boston Connect Real Estate so much that not only will you hear my perspective on real estate topics, occasionally you will hear the expert thoughts and opinions of our experienced agents at Boston Connect Real Estate. Be a part of our roundtable. If you have any questions during the show, please call 781-837-4900. We love to talk real estate. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and wherever you like to listen to podcasts at Talk Real Estate Roundtable. If you would like a one-on-one consultation with me and my team to discuss your real estate needs, you can connect with me at bostonconnect.com or 781-826-8000. Now, sit back, relax, take good notes, and let's talk real estate. And good morning to all my South Shore neighbors. This is Sharon McNamara. You are, of course, listening to Talk Real Estate Roundtable. That's what our promo just said. And we are in studio today live. I have Melissa Wallace with us, and she is just getting us ready. Because you can also not only listen to us here on WATD Live every Saturday morning from 8 to 9, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and all those great places. And, of course, we have the best producer in WATD with us every Saturday morning. So I hope they never change that spot for him. Good morning, Tim.
Good morning, ladies. I'm not going anywhere soon. Don't worry.
Okay, good, because we don't want to say we have the second best.
No, well, see, yeah, you brought that on yourself, though. No one told you to say I was the best. Not even me. Yeah, but thank you. It's very kind.
I mean, we have been together for a very long time, my friend.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, we have. We've been through it all the things. So, yeah.
all the seasons.
All the seasons we have been through, for sure. Mm-hmm. So, again, we have Tim McKinney in studio at WATD in their Marshfield place and location. And we are live in our home studio here at Boston Connect Real Estate. Of course, Boston Connect Real Estate is the sponsor of our show. And we welcome all of you this morning. And last week, as we were doing our show, it was one of those things where I was writing in my notes,
Mm-hmm.
oh, that would be a good show.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be a good show. Oh, maybe we should do that next week. So we are. Here we are. So it's Winter Wisdom, buying and selling homes in New England during the cold months, and things that you need to think about and consider. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, because we don't know what's going to happen this winter. We've had pretty mild winters the past couple years.
You know what I'm a big fan of, and maybe while we're in here, maybe Tim can do a little research. Farmer's Almanac.
Yeah, I heard that they're not going to publish it anymore.
What?
Yeah, I think I saw that.
That's sort of like not making any new editions of the Bible in my eyes.
Yeah.
I mean,
correct. Yeah, I'm going to Google it, but I thought I saw a post, it was on the news, so who knows, that they weren't going to publish it anymore.
Wow. Oh, well, that was where I would always go. I mean, maybe they're just going online like most newspapers and things like that, but I like to
saying
have
goodbye.
No.
After more than 200 years in publication.
They can't allow that to happen. All right, that's it. I'm going to start a GoFundMe account.
2026 is the last edition.
Well, we have to get that edition because it's going to be one of those ones you have to save, along with all my other. Like I have when the Red Sox won. I have.
I remember when the Queen passed away. You went to Stop and Shop and bought every single newspaper.
Well, things are important, and you know what? One day we're not going to have newspapers to look back on.
That is true. I mean,
who's with me on starting a GoFundMe to keep the Farmer's Almanac? What happened?
I don't know. I could read the article, and you can just do the show.
I got a little AI information here.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Let's hear it.
Farmer's Almanac is not ceasing publication, but its sister publication, the Farm, will stop publishing after its 2026 edition due to financial challenges. The decision was announced just yesterday, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
and is attributed to the increasing difficulties of producing and distributing the print publications in today's media environment. The 2026 edition will be the last one published. Access to its website and online content will end next month.
Well,
my gosh.
Tim, right now, I think we have to halt the show. It doesn't even really matter what I want to talk about right now. I am distressed about this news, and we need that news flash, like breaking news music to go along with Tim McKinney of WATD just broke it here on WATD.
They posted something. They said a goodbye piece titled "A Fond Farewell." The season we hoped would never come is here.
I'm heartbroken. I honestly don't know if I can finish the show.
Oh, and a shout out to Duncan Gray texting in also commenting that it is the Farmer's Almanac, not the old Farmer's Almanac. That is the little book that you remember.
Yeah, that's the one I like with the weather.
Okay.
So
but
that
this
person
is
text
different
again?
though.
Okay.
This is a different one.
There's two Farmer's Almanacs?
Well, there's Farmer's Almanac and then the old Farmer's Almanac.
So do you think
which is
it's
a book
old?
which is a book series.
Do you think the old Farmer's Almanac, it's that little one that I always get at the supermarket.
So that one,
and it comes along with a calendar.
Yeah.
And it tells me what the weather is going to be predicting. This is how this all started.
That one is still going to be around, it looks like. They've already got next year's out.
Okay.
But this other piece is different. The little book will still be published. Yes, thank you again, Duncan. You can catch him in 2 hours right here on WATD, 10 to 11 a.m., Duncan's Eldred's Antique Hour.
Oh, thank you, Duncan. I appreciate
I thought you meant Dunkin' Donuts. I thought they
No,
were listening to
no.
us. That was perfect. I would have been like, sponsor us.
I'm not going to go to Duncan for news on the almanac. No,
I was going to ask for sponsorship because we always have a Dunkin' cup in the,
I know.
Yes.
like product placement.
Yeah, we should.
When you watch American Idol, they always have like a Coca-Cola or like whoever's sponsoring them.
I think you have to talk to local franchise about that. I'm not sure.
Well, maybe we will.
But,
that's what
we're there enough.
I know.
There you go.
We're going to do that. We'll even put Pembroke right on the thing. All right. Well, thank you, Duncan. I appreciate that news. So back to what I was going to say is maybe while we're talking about this, maybe Tim can do a little research into the Farmer's Almanac and see what it's anticipating our 2026 winter is going to look like. I truly cannot remember the last time we had like a white Christmas, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like every year, like maybe... I've seen it maybe even near Thanksgiving. But, who's our weather guy? Can we, knock on his door this morning, too? Maybe he can give us a call.
I don't know if Jeff's available. The main person to bring this up, of course, would be our chief meteorologist, Rob Gilman. But he doesn't work the weekend. But I have
What do you mean he doesn't work weekends? Mark, I think, does his plumbing. Can we knock on his door, please?
Well, he has other people to cover the weekend. He's been doing this a
weather
long
happens on the
time,
weekends.
Sharon. He needs a break now and then.
I know. He needs
come
a
on.
break. But if he's listening, I would love to talk to you. I'd love a little chit chat about what the winter's going to bring. No one who's listening to our show and was hoping for real estate this morning cares about this. Maybe they care about this more.
I did some research, ladies, from the Old Farmer's Almanac, what we've got for winter going on here. Okay. Overall, mostly mild winter, warmer than normal. Temperatures colder and wetter than normal in the Appalachian, Southeast, and Florida. Precipitation below normal for the country as a whole. Snow below normal in the north. Near normal in the south. With snowiest periods in mid-November, late January, and early February. And, of course, they have one piece right here from Massachusetts. Thank you, Old Farmer's Almanac. We got a little summary just for us right here in the Bay State. A mild and dry winter with fewer snow days than average, except for snowiest periods in late December, early January, and late February.
Maybe there is hope for
New Year's.
Maybe there is hope for a white Christmas.
We'll have a white New Year's.
White New Year's. Well, I hope my feet are in sand somewhere.
Dreaming
for New
of
Year's.
a white New Year's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so we still have to worry about cold, and we have to worry about still snow, because it still did say that it is going to snow. So
yeah,
it's still
strange
New
things
England,
happen
baby.
every day,
We're going to get something.
Yeah, I know. Guaranteed we are. Well, thank you so much for that, Tim. That's why, again, we started the show by saying the top producer at
Number
WATD.
one.
He's always there. Like, he isn't one of those guys that's just sitting in the background pushing the button saying, Sharon, just let your hour be finished.
Yeah. Stop talking about yourself.
She just keeps going. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
We need some info, and he's always there for us. I'm gonna put in for a raise for you. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We're calling.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, so that's what our topic is going to be, is winter wisdom in buying and selling homes in the New England, area during the cold months, because there's a lot of things that you need to consider whether you're buying or you're selling. So we hope that we can bring you some top tips on these ideas that we have throughout the remainder of our show. And if you have any questions, you know what? Or just comments, just like Duncan did. He was right in there. He was texting WATD 781-837-4900, 781-837-4900. So some people might have said, hey, how did Duncan get to text and I don't? You can. That's all you have to do. And Tim will see it and he will read your question, comment, or concern. And let us know. The bad ones he won't read on air, but he tells me about them after. And then, can you imagine? We should have had a sound that went with that. Someone said something bad. Yeah, someone one time said, stop talking about yourself and like all your
and I said, you know what, everybody has free will. They can change the channel and come back at 9 o'clock for McNamara on Monday.
But you can also call that number and Tim will pipe you right through, and you can ask us your question, as many of our listeners do throughout the day. Sometimes I have listeners that call me on after the show. Yeah. And I did speak with one of our longtime listeners last weekend and, just heard about some sad tragedy news in his family. And my heart goes out to him and his family about that. And I forgot to fill you in on that, Melissa, so I will. But if he is listening, I am still looking for the person that we need in that state that you are looking for. Okay. So I have not forgotten about you, my friend.
I want to ask you a question.
You can ask me anything.
Why do you think winter real estate deserves special attention?
Well, because you know what? I think it gets a bad rap.
Oh.
I was just listening to Clubhouse, which is, I would love to be able to get this connected again, because I do have sort of this, I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for, but every morning, as I'm getting ready from 7 to 9 in the morning, it doesn't take me that long to get ready, but as I'm doing my stuff in the morning.
Could you imagine?
No, I can't. I mean, it took me 15 minutes to get here today, shower and all. And I talk to real estate agents throughout the country, and Florida, the Carolinas, Salt Lake City, in California, Portugal, like throughout the country, right? I mean, beyond. And it's nice for me because I have a lot of friends in every state, and I also get to see what's happening in certain states. Mm-hmm. And then I've been saying this for a while, let's keep an eye on those sand states, which would be like Arizona, Florida, right? Keep an eye on those, because what happens there generally happens here. Yeah. And there is probably a slow inkling that some of that is going to start trickling here and flip to become a buyer's market. Anyways, when I was listening this morning, they asked me what the show was, and I was on for literally 30 seconds this morning with them. And I said, this is what the topic is. And it doesn't matter where you are. Everybody in the country knows what we have to worry about in our areas when the winter comes. And one of the questions they said was, they were talking in another room that I wasn't in. Do you think it's a good idea, if you're thinking about selling your home right now, okay, is it a good idea to come on now, so close to the holidays, or do you wait until after the new year? I wish that we could do a poll right now. I would love to have a WATD listener, anyone call us, or a couple people call us. Anyone who calls us, I'm going to give $20 gift cards to Dunkin' Donuts. Is that okay? Yeah. All right. She's my director of operations. I should have asked that beforehand. But I do want to hear what the feedback is before we give what our impression is, okay? So for Tim, is that okay for me to do? I should have asked him to.
Well, he's not giving.
I don't see why not. I just need to know what info to get from the caller, texter.
So, and I want them to, so we'll just make sure that they pipe through to us and talk to us. I'm not bribing you to call, but I am curious. Do you think, if you're thinking about putting your house on the market right now, do you think it's better to put it on now? Or do you think it's better to wait until after the holidays and do it in the new year? So we're going to give, how much should I say? $20 gift cards to, we'll just say the first 5 people, if we can get 5 people to call. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Why not?
You heard it, my direct. Well, because I should ask you every time I spend money around here.
I'm curious because I guess I should have probably asked you this question before, so you could ask it on Clubhouse for your friends. Is those agents that probably more so like Florida and states like that, of do they see an influx of buyers during the winter months because people are leaving here? So snowbirds are leaving here. Have they felt or do they feel an influx of buyers? Because I feel like they do have a lot of inventory. I think they have much more inventory than we do. And and I know that Tracy Grady, who is a full-time agent here at Boston Connect Real Estate, she does the show a lot with us, that, she has discussed one day moving to Nashville, and they have a lot of new construction, especially condos there. And so I'm just curious if your agents in those states see an influx, maybe even at the end of the summertime, or sort of when they see those people starting to make the move down there.
Yeah. I'm texting two of my friends right now currently, and I'm going to ask if they'll call in, and we can ask them that question.
Yeah,
okay,
perfect.
So we'll see if one of them is available.
And if they answer if they answer your question, they can get a $20 gift card to Dunkin' Donuts too.
And I have to put it in the mail. I have to do all the things.
I put it in the mail.
I know. Okay, yeah. I'm sure that they'll be happy to do this for free. So I'm going to text them and see if one of them can call in, and we can ask that question, because it is a very good question. And we always do a snowballing. Snowball. This is what this show is all about. It's just about snowballing. One thing leads to another.
I was looking at your list there that you started writing down everything that Tim was saying about the Farmer's Almanac and everything, and you wrote wild, but he said mild.
Oh, my W is upside down.
Yeah, so I was like, wild?
I have new contacts.
Well, I didn't know what the list was. So I was like, wild? What does she want to talk about with wild? And I go, oh my gosh, it's supposed to say mild.
Wild.
It's going to be a wild winter, guys.
Yeah. I just started wearing contacts. It takes a while to get used to.
Yes. So all my letters are upside down.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Well, I did say it, so.
Oh my gosh, that is funny.
Okay, so what do you say when people say nobody buys or sells in the winter?
I just don't think that is actually true. I think that people are buying and selling. I mean, there's always a reason for people to be selling, and I don't want to give any hints. Iris is calling in now. So my friend Iris is calling in from Miami.
Oh,
I was actually
nice.
talking to her on the phone last night too. So Iris is going to call in right now, and we can ask that question of her. But I do think that there's always a reason why somebody has to sell. And that's what I'm trying to get people past. Like, don't only think about considering selling in the winter because you have to sell. Mm-hmm. And we have lots of reasons why. I'm hoping that we get at least one caller that wants a $20 gift card. Who doesn't want a $20 gift card? And if you don't want it for yourself, what a great stocking stuffer.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, or you just show up at the thing. I almost said throw up.
We're having a day.
I'm sorry. Show up to Thanksgiving, not throwing up there.
I have a funny feeling I'm getting a call after the show, and someone's going to say, you were just way off today.
You are the silly gooses.
That's okay.
And that could be your hostess.
All right, ladies, we have our first caller.
Okay, perfect.
We have Dee in Plymouth.
Hey, Dee in
Dee.
Plymouth. We are just so
Hi.
we usually see you on
We can count on you.
Yes. So what are your thoughts, Dee?
My connection on Facebook isn't working right. So I came over here.
Okay, perfect. Well, you can always find us on Instagram and YouTube. So if you ever want to do that, just go to YouTube Live, Boston Connect TV, and you'll be able to find us. Okay. But what is your thought?
Now.
You are our first person to call for our $20 gift card to Dunkin' Donuts.
Yay.
And what do you think? Do you think if people are thinking about putting their house on the market, they want to sell, should they wait through the winter and the holidays, or should they put put their house on the market in January, or do you think that they should consider putting it on now?
I think if they're really serious about it, why not just go ahead and put it on now and see what happens?
Mm-hmm. And guess what? This is our show. There's no right or wrong answer. We're just trying to take a little bit of a poll. So hopefully we have more than one person call us on that. Yeah. Yeah.
Tim said he had a lot of people on the line.
Oh, he did.
Oh, good. Perfect.
Oh, good. All right. So we have one in the column of list now.
List now. Yep. Why wait?
Yep.
Why wait? List now.
Yeah.
If you're really serious, why wait? See, that's my problem. I've been talking to you guys on and off about putting my house on the market for a couple of years now.
Yeah, you're just not serious, Dee.
Yeah. I kind of am, but I am serious. But what I need is support. My house is a mess. And
well, that's why we're here for you.
I start to get it ready, and then I panic. So I stop. And then I start again, and then I stop again. Then I start again, then I stop again. But I'm definitely serious. It's just having to get everything done.
Yeah.
And that's my issue.
Yeah, and we've actually set up a couple of appointments over the years. Like, hey, we're ready to come out. We'll help you through that, and then you back it up a little bit. And that's one of the things with us is we're never going to put any pressure on anybody to do anything they're not comfortable with. So we say, you know how to find us, and we will be here when you are ready, right? All right. Well, let's see if we have any other callers coming in, because my friends in Florida are saying that they're having a hard time getting through. So I want to see.
Well, they got to be patient and let me answer the line too.
Okay, I did tell them. Just hold on. Do we have anyone else for
yes,
the?
Yes, we do. Thank you for the call, Dee.
Thank you,
have
Dee.
a great day.
Thank you, Dee.
Okay.
Bye bye.
And Dee, do we have your information?
Yeah, I got her. I got their information.
Perfect.
I got you covered. Okay.
See, I definitely have to give him
speaking
a
of Florida, we go down to Miami, Florida, with Iris Sotolongo.
Hello, Iris. How are you?
Fine. How are you, Sharon, my friend up in Boston?
I am doing great. So this is my friend Iris, and she is in the Miami area. She is a real estate agent, full-time real estate agent, I want to let you know. And Iris and I just happened to be on the phone last night. I told her a little of my secrets.
Oh.
You want to know some of my secrets? I let Iris know last night. I let the whole
Are there
world.
secrets you have that I don't know already?
Well, you probably might know this one. You know, I love to dance. You know that.
Yes.
Yeah. So one of my favorite things is when I used to go to the club. You might hear a little, well, maybe you didn't pick up on it, but Iris, right? Latino, right? And, you know, she's originally from Cuba and everything else. And she just has this sexy little voice, right?
Yeah.
I love that. I told her I used to love, well, she doesn't know where Aquarius is in Quincy, right? It was a dance club, and I used to love dancing with all the Latino men because they know how to dance.
They know how to dance.
Cha-cha-cha.
They have rhythm.
Yeah, so I told her that. She cracked up. Mark was sitting right next to me. She's, you're crazy. But hey,
he's not concerned. He's sitting next to you on the couch, so he won at the end of the day.
Yes. So Iris, this was our question. Actually, I'll let Melissa ask it because it was her question initially anyways.
Yeah, so I was just curious. I don't know if you were listening to before, but we're talking about selling in the winter months here in New England, but I was curious when you see an influx of buyers in your location, people coming from this neck of the woods or anywhere else that, experiences the cold weather that like to snowbird, when and what time of the year do you guys see, if you see an influx of buyers looking to sort of settle in the warmer states?
Our snowbird season would say start end of September, like October is on the early side, all the way through March, April, like right before Easter, Passover kind of season. That's when our snowbirds kick in. But October to February is the heaviest time, though. This is the season, like before the holidays kick in, like right before Halloween kind of thing, all the way through the holiday season and into January and February. I'm originally from the North. I was born in New York City, Manhattan, actually.
That's
and
why
I was
we
raised
vibe.
up in the Northeast. Yeah, I was born and raised in the Northeast. Raised in the Northeast. So I know January, February are typically the strongest winter months. So everyone wants to be here, and that's when our weather is like perfect. But starting this time of year, this is when the snowbirds start flocking in. They don't want to be there in the cold. They want to be on the beach on Christmas Day, which is I've gotten used to it, but it's very different.
Yeah,
I like Christmas with snow, and it's a different vibe, right? But
why don't we want a house switch this year? We should think about that.
Like the holiday.
Yeah, you stay at my house for Christmas, and I'll go to your house for Christmas.
Yeah. You'll be in flip flops and shorts.
Yeah. I think that sounds like a great idea, actually.
Yeah, but Iris, you have to host us on Christmas Eve because we stop by, but we bring wine and prosecco and everything. But you have to give us some appetizers.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve is our day for celebration. Like from the Latin culture.
Yeah.
We Christmas Eve at midnight is traditionally when the big meal served. That's our day. Christmas Eve. We call it Noche Buena. That's our big day. Yep.
Well,
so
I'll make sure I take a flight. I'll make sure I take a flight.
I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, well, the Italians have their own as well, right? So we have the 7 fishes, and I don't really get into all the octopus and all that other stuff, but like for sure, we have quite the feast on Christmas Eve. That is for sure. Let me ask you another thing, Iris. Is one of the things that I always say on the show is I love the network that we have together every morning. That we we are so fortunate that we have so many friends in every state. And I love talking, like we were even talking, like I said, off air last night. And I've been saying we should keep our eyes on the sand states. That would be Florida and Arizona and, you know, a couple others, because what generally happens there will happen here. So give us a little synopsis of what's happening to your market in Miami right now. And is it more, do you consider it more to be a buyer's market where there's lots of inventory, or is it more of a seller's market where there's less inventory?
So buyer's market for sure. Like the condos in its category on its own. We've got a very excessive amount of inventory in the condo market. That's like in a world of its own. We're definitely at a buyer's market. Generally speaking, there's pockets of areas that sell quicker, but we're definitely at a solid, you know, more generally speaking, at a buyer's market. That's kind of buyers kind of balanced, and then in pockets, certain areas, you know, will tend to sell quicker. Definitely nothing like it was a couple of years ago. Multiple offers, generally not many. So more in a balanced buyer's market is where we are. Homes are taking longer because I do see buyers taking their time and deciding, not like walking in, oh my God, I have to put an offer or I'll lose the home. Mm-hmm. They come in, they take their time and look around because inventory has been increasing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what the market is doing right now. Homes are selling, but they're definitely taking a little bit longer.
Yeah, and that's interesting because we could do a whole show on this, and maybe that's something that we should plan with a few people in there, because I know you had talked about this last year to me, and then you recently talked about it in one of the rooms, and just, you know, the things that people should consider when they are moving to Florida. And I think that would be very interesting for us to do a show on that. Like, if you are snowbirding, this is the perfect time of year for us to do it for sure. This is what you should consider, and I'll just say it real quick, and you can fill in the voids for me because I do want to get on to our next callers as well. One is when you're, and tell me if I got it wrong, Iris, but when you live in Florida, you pay a certain, like, your taxes, right? So your property taxes, and they're sort of prorated for the person who lives there, or just sort of like they're at one price. But if you decide to, if you move within Florida, then you're good. Like, that tax base sort of follows you. But if you're a person coming from our area of Massachusetts, Boston, wherever you're coming from, any other state, and you buy in Florida, if I'm looking, like, I was talking to Iris last night, she's been in her house about 30 years or whatever, right? And if she moved somewhere in Florida, her taxes will stay on that same tax rate. But if I buy her home in Florida and I'm looking at, okay, Iris pays $2,000 a year for her insurance, for her property taxes, that is not the truth for me coming into the state. Correct, Iris?
That is correct. And it's not that it stays at the same rate, but we have something called homestead exemption. So it's capped, and we can get into the weeds of that later. But my tax rate, because I've been a property owner for so many years, my basis is much lower than someone that just moved into the state. And it has to be a primary residence, by the way.
Right.
You buy my house, and that's going to be your primary residence. Your tax base will be on the purchase price, where my tax base may be several $100,000 below that, because it's capped at how much it can go up year over year. And I've been a homeowner for many years, so that is true. My taxes may be $2,000 as an example, and you buy my house, and tomorrow and next year will be like $9,000 for you.
Wow.
And that's something that I make sure on relocations I pointed out, so that the first year it won't affect you, because it's always based on prior year's taxes. But the year after that, it's up. So I make sure that, especially on my relocations and first-time home buyers that don't know that, you know, that aren't aware of that, they're prepared for that. You know, I had someone from California. Her house, when she bought it, was like a little over $2,000, and it jumped up to $8,500.
Wow. I mean, that's a huge difference. That is a huge difference. And that's going to impact somebody. And I'm surprised that, you know, when you're going through that loan process, are you an attorney state or a title state?
Title state.
Title state. I'm really surprised that these conversations don't come up sooner. I think that all the things that you said that one night on the show that we were talking about this, that the bigger surprise to me is that other agents aren't giving this information, whether they don't know or they don't. But, like, you don't know what you don't know. Like, that would be a really big shock. But I'm more surprised that the loan officers aren't asking that question or thinking about that, because, all right, how do they feel? Okay, great.
How do they know they can afford that?
Yeah, you can get the loan now, but I'm not worried about what happens to you once you get this loan. So that's a little concerning, but it's interesting. What is it that, to be considered a primary residence in Florida? Is it like 6 months and 1 day or something like that?
That is correct. That is correct. 6 months and 1 day. Mm-hmm.
Think about this. So this is why this would be a really good show, and it looks like we're already there. So for that new law that's coming into effect here in Massachusetts, if you sell your home here in Massachusetts and you are buying if your primary residence is somewhere else. So let's just say we decide we're going to buy a house down in Miami. Of course, we're going to use Iris because she's the best of the best in that area. We buy our home down there. We decide we want to be considered full-time residents, probably for the tax savings. Period. Amen. Right. Mm-hmm. So we go down there. 6 months, 1 day. We're now considered primary residents of Florida. Mm-hmm. We come back up here and we're like, all right, we're going to sell our house. Well, what did we look? We looked just last week that property values have increased by like 54% in our area, right? Mm-hmm. Over the last 3 years. Okay, it's easy to sell $1 million house in Massachusetts right now. Mm-hmm. And any home being sold over $1 million is also getting an additional 4% tax on it.
Yeah.
So people have to think about this when they're relocating. Now we buy a house with Iris down there. 6 months, 1 day, we're going to be primary residents. Yay, yay, yay. Look at the sunshine. Look at the sand. And then in 2 years, the property taxes change. And it's like, what do you mean I owe another $10,000 for property taxes? So you're getting sort of hit on both ends.
Yeah.
Isn't that fascinating?
It is fascinating.
Anyways, so Iris, I'm so glad you joined us, Iris, and then I could just blow smoke
insurance
out of my
is another thing. That's another conversation, but you have to include that also because our insurance is our insurance rates are definitely very different than people would even imagine. So
yeah. Awesome. Well, Iris, thank you so much. I need you to give your contact information here. The way that we do it on the radio show is we say our name, we say it slowly, and then we say our phone number and we repeat it again. So I want everybody for all our listenership, if you are thinking about going to Florida and you want to be in that Miami area, I am giving you 100% my endorsement of Iris and her being such a great agent down in that area. So I would love to refer you to her. Iris, give everybody your contact information.
My name is Iris Sotolongo. I'll spell that Sotolongo, and my phone number is 305-812-0747. You can DM me on Instagram with my full name, Iris Sotolongo, and I hope to hear from someone soon relocating from Boston.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Iris.
Iris. Have a great day. And thank you. And
too.
kudos to Iris that, I just sent her a text and she had no idea what I even wanted to ask her and she was still willing to do it. That to me is showing you a professional agent that knows what she's talking about. So thanks so much, Iris. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I thought we hung up too. I hung up on each other. But yeah, I love the name Iris. Just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry. I heard my name. What? Yes?
No. I didn't say your name.
No, we said Iris. We said we love the name Iris. We love the name Tim, too.
We love the name Tim.
Oh, yes. I like the Irish name, too. Yeah, that's nice.
Do we have any other callers right now?
No, because the people that were impatient aren't calling back. So.
Oh, no.
All right, that's okay.
But please call back. All 3 lines are open now. Yes.
Yeah, everybody's open. So remember, we have that $20 gift card because our survey question is, do you think, if you're thinking about selling your house, do you think it would be better to put it on now?
Before the holidays.
Before the holidays. Or do you think you should wait and do it in January after the holidays are over? We're giving away $20 gift cards. We have 5 of those this morning. We already heard from Dee from Plymouth. We would love to hear from you, too. So feel free to either text Tim or call in. We'd love to talk to you. 781-837-4900. 781-837-4900.
And speaking of the text line, I have a text here from 508. She says, well, they say, I don't know who they. Anyway, 508 says, tell Sharon that the 4% is not a tax, but a withholding similar to a payroll withholding.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I was thinking that in my head as I was saying it and I couldn't spit it out fast enough. So if that's an accountant or somebody who has like serious knowledge about that, if you want to tell us about it, we would love to hear because I definitely want to get that correct. So it's a withholding, a tax withholding. Mm-hmm. What does that actually mean then?
Do you get it back?
I mean, so you're still taking my money. I mean, call it a withholding, call it a tax, call it whatever you want. If you're taking 4% of my money, Like, where does it go?
Where does it go?
Yeah, so whoever 508 is, please call in or please text. I'd love to know the answer to that. I'm sure that we could, do research on it, certainly. But I'd love to know the deets on that. So please, 781-837-4900. And what's the difference between a withholding and a tax? If I withhold, okay, so I guess maybe it's this, because I do tax withhold, like payroll withholdings for you, but I am obligated to give it to the state, maybe? I have no idea.
I don't know.
That's why I sell real estate. I'm not that tax person.
Yeah, I know. We should have one on.
We should. We should have a tax person on. We should have an accountant on. That's what they're called, right? A CPA?
A tax person.
All I know is mine was going to retire, and I begged him not to. So when he saw my tears, he's like, fine, I will keep you. So, all right. Gosh. Again, call us, 781-837-4900. We would love to hear from you. $20 gift card to Dunkin' Donuts. Do you think you should put your house on the market now, or should you wait until the new year? And I also had another friend that was going to call in from Florida, but I don't know if she got shy.
Oh. Can we go back to my question, though?
Yeah. My
question of, or a misconception of no one buys or sells in the winter. What do you say when people say that?
People do buy and sell in the winter. So there's always, people are always selling, whether it's unfortunately death, divorce, disability. There's always reasons why people are selling. Relocating, we see a lot of that in here around this area. Remember, Boston is the hub of all things medical, education, and financial, right? I mean, we're a big hub. What are you laughing at?
I have to tell you. No, I have to tell you something after the show.
Well,
I can't
say laughing.
Yeah, I can't say it on air. It's a secret. So I have to tell you afterwards.
I know, well, you're laughing and you're making me self-conscious.
Which is because it's like I hear a word and it makes me think of something else, and I'm like, I'll tell you after.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So, anyways, I think that people are.
All right. We have callers. I'm going to give you one. I got to get the other two people's information, but we have Brian in Scituate.
Hi, Brian in Scituate.
Scituate, one of my favorite places with my best memories. Growing up, we kept our boat there. Not me growing up, but with our girls. We kept our boat right in Scituate Harbor for years and years and years. I think we were the first in line in 99 to have a slip. Yep, you used to have to wait in line. And we would go to the Spit every weekend, and it was fabulous. So, Brian, how are you this morning?
Very good. And yourselves?
I'm doing perfect. Thank you. So what are your thoughts? Are you here to talk about something else or to help us with our survey?
I'm here to help with the survey.
Perfect. Okay, so what are your thoughts?
I really think that if you're ready to sell that, you should put it on the market now. You shouldn't worry about the holidays. And the biggest reason why I feel that way is because so many people have been sitting on the sidelines that have sold and rented before they could find something to buy.
Right.
But I think that there's a big group there, and where it's really not as active at this time, they may do better, to get a home now.
Perfect.
Yeah, I love that you said waiting on the sidelines. That's perfect.
I do too. I wrote that down. I love that too, and it is
because it's so true. They are.
Yeah, our listeners are listening. Yep. It is very, very true that people are sort of waiting, and the thing is too is from a buyer perspective, buyers have fatigue, and they were like, nothing new is coming on the market. I'll just wait until the spring. We hear that as well. Don't put that search off either, I would guess, right? Because these are the people that are coming up, and they're just like, you know what, now is ready. So now I'm ready. All right. Well, I love that answer, and I know we have two other callers. So hopefully you gave all your information to Tim. And if you didn't hear me earlier, he is the best producer over there at WATD, and we will be sure to get that gift card out to you. And thank you so much for listening and joining in this morning. We appreciate you.
All right. I listen every Saturday and appreciate all the insights that you give.
Thank you so much, Brian.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Brian. I appreciate that.
Have a good day.
You too. You as well. You too. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Good insight.
Yeah, I know.
On the sidelines.
We love Brian.
Yeah, Brian was great.
Brian's a smart one.
Brian's been quiet for a little while, and all we had to do was
long-time listener, first-time caller.
Yeah.
All right. Before we go to our next caller, I don't know what happened to my third line. I tried to talk to them. They weren't there. But 508 texted in again with another tidbit on the 4%. Withholding an amount to cover tax liability until tax is paid only applies to non-residents. It helps the state from chasing out state tax evaders.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
508, whoever you are, mystery person. I don't know if you're male or female, so I'm just going to call you a mystery person. I would love if you would join us and have a show on this. So if you're up for that, we'd love to have you on, because it seems like they
Give
know
us a ring.
Yeah, they know the ins and outs of all of this thing. So it could be another real estate agent that's online right now, ChatGPT in it. But that's okay. We'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, we love it.
So perfect. Thank you, 508.
Perfect. We have someone waiting on the sidelines.
Yes, waiting to get in the game.
Yeah, perfect.
From Pembroke.
Put me in, Coach.
Yes. I'll sing it today. Yeah, however that goes. I'm ready to play. We have Rick in Pembroke.
All right, Rick in Pembroke. How are you?
Good morning. How are you today? I'm doing fine.
Perfect.
Thank you so much for calling. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I haven't been in the real estate market for decades, but I've been here on the South Shore the better part of a century.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I was thinking was, for the very reason that you brought it up, there's got to be a ton of people out there that would not put their market on the home their home on the market, and would that not leave maybe not enough real estate out there for those who must buy to come and visit?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do agree. So are you telling us then your opinion is to put it on now and not wait?
I would not wait. I would do it right now. I mean, why hesitate? There are so many reasons for people to buy and so many reasons for people to sell. Mm-hmm. And I think that with the great job that you guys do connecting the two that match, it would work just fine.
Well, we just gave ourselves a high five over here,
Yeah, thanks so much, Rick. We should have people call in more often.
I know. I mean, if I only knew it only cost me $20 per person. I mean, seriously. So, but you bring up, Rick, you bring up such a really good, and this is wonderful that everybody is truly hitting upon our agenda this morning. Because one of the things that I always say is, I'm letting people know, if you put your house on the market now, then you're going to be one of less inventory versus being one of more, right? Or much.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Because people wait until the spring. I want my tulips to be up. I want my flowers to be perfect. I want to open the pool. Well, this is why if you listen to our show all year round, we're saying take pictures of your pool, take pictures of your flowers. I mean, we have so much technology now that we can interweave that into all of your, interweave it into all of your, all of our marketing. And you never know, like all I know for sure is that you're not going to sell your house if it isn't on the market. That's one thing I know for sure. And another caveat to this question is I have people, and I will be honest, one of my clients recently reached out to me. She was having a little bit of seller fatigue and feeling a little down in the dumps. And she's like, I think I'm just going to take it off the market, go through the holidays and wait until the new year. So I responded with, okay, we'll talk about that tomorrow. Because I don't want to get her right in the middle of her emotions, right? But just like Rick is saying, if your house isn't on the market, nobody can buy it, right?
Yeah.
So
exactly.
So
I have an old antique home in Pembroke, and it
I
has
love
all
antiques.
the beautiful stone walls in the backyard and all of that. However, when the leaves leave, it's not that pretty out there.
Right.
I don't invite any of my friends. I don't invite any of my friends to cookouts because it's not pretty. However, we have plenty of pictures from when they were there, and why not use them?
Absolutely. I think it's really, really good advice. And that's the advice that we give people as well. And, with my client that said that, I was like, we'll talk about it tomorrow. I didn't want to get her at the height of her emotion when she was down in the dumps and not feeling it. And lo and behold, 2 days later, not only do I get one, but I get 2 offers on her property.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you never know when people are sort of lurking around out there and they're just sort of waiting too, waiting for things to align in their world. So, well, thank you so much, Rick. Did you?
No, I was just going to say, I sort of always say, like the saying, there's a bum for every seat. There is a buyer for every house, and there's buyers entering the market every single day. There's buyers getting pre-approved every single day. And to your point, Sharon, you can't sell your house unless it's on the market. You can't sell your house if buyers aren't seeing it and being able to tour it. So if it's not on the market, those new buyers every single day that are entering the market don't see it.
Just a quick story. We moved away for a short time, a couple of years, and when we wanted to move back, we rented a home in this area with the intent to move to New Hampshire. We wanted a lot of land, wanted to spread out, and we ended up going back and forth 6 months looking for a place up there. And on a Thursday night, the house that we're in right now came up for sale, and I bought it on Friday.
Yeah. That's how it happens. It's really. It was my brother-in-law Michael on the next show. He'd probably kill me right now if he's listening, because that's how he buys houses. He literally will walk into an open house. In fact, the house he has down the Cape, he didn't even see it. Me and Mark did.
Yeah,
I was like, if you don't buy this house, I'm selling everything I own and I'm buying it.
Yeah.
So you just never know. And you know what I equate it to? It's almost like that love at first sight or whatever. You know, you get that feeling. And it also reminded me when my girls were looking at undergrad schools and we were hitting all the campuses. And it's almost like you can see it in their eyes when it's the right one. And look, you're here all these years later, still in the same house. And I love antiques. So I think that's great that you're taking that and probably restoring it. Not seriously, but like taking care of it, which is really nice. I love to see that. Our home just turned 100. So, Rick, if you're in Pembroke, you probably know where we're located, right across the street from, CVS and the plaza there.
Oh, yeah. I know it very well. Very well. Sure. Very familiar with that area.
Yes. So we always have my husband's antique truck out there. That's coming soon, too, for our Pictures with Santa. And our building turned 100 this year. We were going to have a big party for her, so we might have to figure that out.
Great.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, thanks, Rick. Thank you so much for calling. I hope you give all your information to Tim so we can get you over that gift card.
Tim has
we appreciate you.
And I want to make sure everybody pays attention Tuesday to Veterans Day, and that's a very important day to all of us.
Yes, it is. And thank you for saying that. Are you a veteran?
I am.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your service. I mean that wholeheartedly. My father-in-law was World War II vet, and we have a lot of veterans in the family. My daughter is her boyfriend and one day husband. He did 4 years in the Marines, and my godson is in the Marines. And without you, we wouldn't be able to be on the air right now, just saying anything I want to, whether it's about real estate or not.
Exactly right. Very
exactly.
Good.
Thank you so much for your service, Rick, and thank you for calling today.
Yeah, thank you. So
we love that.
Yeah, we love that. Do we have any other callers?
No. But we have that one more. We had 5 Dunkin' gift cards, folks. We have one left. Call in, please. 781-837-4900. A $20 gift card. That'll get you breakfast, a cup of coffee, and a sandwich, and maybe some of those yummy hash browns or a donut. Whatever you want to go with it.
Reminds me, I didn't have breakfast this morning.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Got to break the fast, Sharon.
I can't call in. Yeah.
No, you're not eligible. No.
Yeah, and actually we would have two, because I don't think Iris really needs to have our, even though Iris called. I guess I'll send Iris a gift card as well. She did call in. Yeah,
the line's ringing. Hang on. Hang on.
Go.
Oh, I got 2. Oh, boy.
Oh, my gosh. Here we go.
We're just giving them away.
All right, who's next?
I don't know.
Tim?
I wish my husband was listening and could bring me some water.
Well, do you want some of mine? Did we lose Tim?
I don't know. I think he's just getting all the information.
Oh, yeah. Getting the information. Yeah, we only have about 6 minutes left in the show, but this is exciting. We have 2 more listeners, but But yeah, so, like I said, there's a bum for every seat. There's a buyer for every house. There's a seller for every buyer. So, there's just an influx of, I think, buyers. Mm-hmm. It's definitely still a seller's market. But, and I think it could be that way in the wintertime, too.
Yeah. Well, and one of the things, too, and we'll see what our next caller is saying, and I love that every one of our callers is literally hit upon a point that we were going to talk about. And one of the
We should just have our listeners do the show
instead
of us.
They can just come up with an agenda for us. So I think one of the things that's important to people are like, I don't want to be bothered during the holidays and all my blah, 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 all my stuff and my decorations and all that. One of the nice things about keeping your house on the market, and as you can tell, Melissa and I both agree, putting it on the market now, you can't sell it without having it on the market. We understand the reasons why you would think that it is better, but we're letting you know that we as professionals don't think so. But the truth is the showings that you have are less. Yeah. So if you're
less interruptions,
right?
More serious buyers.
I don't want people bringing snow in. Well, guess what? We also have, we have ways to put carpets out. We have people put booties on. We can put socks there.
You can take your shoes off.
Yeah, there are all kinds of different things that we can do. You get less interruptions, but the buyers who are looking are more serious buyers than when you come in the spring and it's, all right, I'm going to hit every open house on the South Shore this weekend, and I'm really not even interested.
If they're going to risk their life getting to you in a snowstorm,
they're
probably serious.
Yeah, into the reloads. So that's one of the things we talk about, and I know Tim is getting some info for us.
Yes, I have a caller for you.
Perfect.
I have Patty in Marshfield Hills.
Hey, Patty.
Hello, Patty in Marshfield Hills.
Good morning.
Hey, Patty, before we go any further, I have a client that wants to be in your area. So when you're ready to sell that house of yours, I don't know exactly what you have. You just give me a call.
From Tim, and you get my number from Tim, Sharon, and we'll talk.
Okay, I'm serious right now. So
okay,
I have someone
too.
Or you or one of your neighbors. Come on down.
Okay, sounds good.
Perfect.
I wanted to call, but I thought, it's getting late and you're going to be closing down. But I have a wonderful story about house selling. My parents had their home on the market years ago for months and months, and my parents were the most darling people. Every time someone was coming, Mom would make cookies.
My gosh.
It was delightful.
Yeah.
Okay, so fast forward to Christmas Eve. Mom has wrapping paper everywhere. The house is a disaster. The realtor calls and says someone would like to see the house. And my mom said, "You've got to be kidding me. It's Christmas Eve." Says they can come, but it's a disaster. They ended up buying the house.
Wow.
So it's meant to be.
It's a Christmas miracle.
It is. And
it was. Yes. Give me goosebumps now.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the coolest day. So you know what? And that's my belief in everything.
Yeah.
Is that, we're on a path for a reason.
We certainly are, Patty. And the path for you today is that I have a client that's interested in buying a house in Marshfield Hills. So I need to know what kind of house you have. So we can talk one day next week, maybe. So
and we have another connection because my daughter and your daughter went to Notre Dame. So there you go.
Oh, perfect. Okay,
around
so I'm
the same time, so we can talk.
All right, we will talk, and I'll find out after the show what your last name is, and I'll put all the pieces together. And I'm hoping that your daughters, did you say daughters or daughter?
Daughter, yes.
Daughter. Hopefully all is well with her, and
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
And I'll give you a hint on the last name. It's like the big badge.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Perfect.
Okay.
You
guys have a great day, but I just wanted to share because it just worked out so perfectly for my parents, and they were so stressed. And I'm like, you know what? Things happen for reasons, and they do.
Yes, they do. And I love that story. And it actually was a Christmas miracle. It gave me goosebumps right down my leg, and like putting all the pieces together here.
Too. All right. Have a great day.
You too. Thanks so much, Patty, for calling.
Thank you so much, Patty. Enjoy your day.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, bye. So again, everybody that's called in is really on the same page with us. So why do people say, "Oh, I'm going to wait until the new year"? You know what that means?
What?
They're not serious about selling their house.
I thought you were going to say they don't listen to our show.
Well, maybe they don't listen to our show. Exactly. That's so but that's what that would mean to us. So we're going to send out those gift cards to everybody who called in. If anybody does call in the last minutes, certainly we will take your call as well. So feel free. I mean, we're not going to stop it at 5. I mean, gosh, if we get 6 or 7 people to call, we'll still give you a gift card.
We have about a minute left. So if you can just call in and just say, yes now, no later.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So,
gosh.
So
final thoughts?
Final thoughts are, you know what? I guess the best time to put the house on is really what is the best timing for you.
Yeah.
I think it was, who was it? I think it was Rick maybe that said, like, there's always reasons for people to be selling. You know, we hit upon that. You know, there's death, there's divorce, there's disability, there's all kinds of things that happen. But, you know, I think if you're going to sort of test and see if anybody's interested in my house, you don't wait until the spring to do it. You do it right now. And if you want us to look at your home, Melissa and I would be happy to come out and take a look at your home, give you an evaluation of what we think the market value of that home is. You can reach us at the office, 781-826-8000. Go to bostonconnect.com, or you can always reach me on my cell phone, 781-294-4848, 781-294-4848. Thank you for playing along with us today.
Yes, thanks, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Have
Tim.
a great day. Bye, Tim.
Bye.
Thank you. I know we made you work a little harder today. Sorry.
I earned my money. It's all good.
All right, thanks, Tim. Have a good one.
Yep.
It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood.